I guess they cut my live again. Come back in, guys. Let's talk. They sent me to a traffic jam on purpose. So, and I'm still 15 minutes away from the delivery, and I'm in a traffic jam. So it's gonna make it even worse. And they probably don't even show my live. They trying to shut me out. They're really shutting me out. Let's see if they'll alert you guys to come back. They don't want me showing this shit. I'm showing you guys the same targeting from city to city. This shit is ridiculous. Come on in, guys. Come on in. They sent me to a traffic jam, guys. They sent me to a traffic jam. Sorry, I don't know when the live ended. I'm driving, so I didn't know. I was just talking for so long. I don't know. They keep cutting my live. It's probably a perp in here doing that shit. I'm pretty sure. But I'm gonna keep going. I'm gonna keep restarting no matter what you guys try to do. Just know that. All right, guys. So come back in, guys. I didn't know. I didn't even know the live was cut. I was just talking away, talking away. I'm still speak about this movie idea. Man, I still got all this time to go. I still got 14 minutes to go on this trip. And look at this traffic jam they sent me into, guys. Y'all hitting that 27? I don't know. Hey, y'all hitting 27 right now. What are y'all hitting the 27 for? Let me know. Because I did say hit 27 a little while ago. I had to end it. I didn't know if you guys were hearing that. I don't know if I just said that again. Did I? Let me know what you guys hit the 27 for just now. Did I request that? Sorry, I don't know. I'm trying to focus on everything. All right. So you see, they sent me to a traffic jam. I shouldn't have took this delivery, but I just got tired of sitting there. Basic thing. It says, okay, you guys hitting at 27. I don't know what's going on. Nico DA says lovers service cation is basic type thing. I don't know what that means right there. I'm sorry, Nico. I don't know what that means. But you guys can see they sent me to a traffic jam. Look at this shit they doing, man. Look at what they're doing. It's crazy. I guess you guys are here. You asked us before you ended the live. Okay. Well, I didn't know. Well, I ended the live because I was saying hit 27 and nobody did. I don't know if people are playing with me or not. I'm not paying full attention because I'm driving. But I said hit 27 and nobody did, so I thought that it was dead. But maybe they just weren't showing what you guys were typing, or it could just be AI bots playing games here. So I don't know. And to be honest, you guys know I don't even know how many of you guys are really bots or real people. Now the real people I know for sure because they send donations and stuff like that. So some of you I know are real. You got cash apps and pictures there, and you're real. But a lot of you guys I talk to, these are a lot of them are just bots. But I do speak because there are real people in here who need the information or need to hear certain things. So I still talk to the bots because it's still a conversation being had here. But sorry to end it. I ended it because it was blank on my end. I asked you guys hit 27. I didn't see anything, so I figured I was off again. So my bad. All right, let's see. Somebody must. Okay, guys, I gotta pay attention a little bit because look at the road. They got it down to one lane. This is what the traffic jam was all about. And now I still got 12 minutes to go on this ride. So ain't that great? And it's taking me way far out. And that's another thing. The way I just breathed right there, that's a Ti. Let me stop. I gotta stop giving so much inside information because man, there's just so many perks. Um, I think they just study what we're doing and they use it in their content on their channels. And people watch their channels and think that they're real and support them and all that. And they really are just like AI bots learning how to be human. They're learning how to be TIs by watching us. So I got some things I can't divulge too much because it's getting bad with all that. All right, let's see. I got the traffic jam. I got about 10 minutes to go to drop off this sex toy to some dude named Ricky. Y'all see all the gaslighting? You know what I mean? All the gaslighting. You know, I go pick up a sex toy, having a horrible night with toy. Somebody traffic jam as much of my time as possible to all on purpose. I promise you, 100%, guys. Hey, I want to get back into what I was telling you guys. I was giving you guys my idea of a movie short about a targeted individual. Um, did you guys catch any of that? Because it died. I mean, it seemed like it disconnected right when I was trying to explain that. But I don't know when it went out. So, did you guys catch any of that story that I was telling about the guy with working in the fusion center and uh, his mom? Did you guys catch that? If so, let me know. I'm gonna look I'm gonna look and see what you guys say here. It says it wants to be like us. It's satanic for sure. Yeah, no doubt. The AI it mimics what we do. So it's a lot of like bots and stuff in here that are gonna be targeting TIs more or fake. Look how you in my lane. Um, the fake TIs, I noticed they watch my stuff and I look at their videos and they're talking about stuff that I go through. But you can clearly they can't show it to you though. They can talk about stuff, but they don't show you any of the things though. So yeah, y'all gotta be mindful of that. It says you stopped at the car crash. Okay, great. So basically, what I was saying is just to give you a recap. I was thinking about a movie idea it was before I saw the movie Spark that I have posted on my channel in a community tab on the post section. That right there, they did a great job depicting what it's like, the experience of being a TI, right? So what I was mentioning for those of you, hit the like button, guys, who might have not been here then, or just to give you a quick recap. I was giving an idea of, just kind of showing TI life and showing how it affects everybody in society, right? Um, how you're not just affecting that TI, hurting that TI when you do this shit. You could be hurting your own self. But people like this, they never get hit, crash in a car crash like that and pass away. They probably don't even care. They're probably just happy to get the money. These people are soulless and just, you know how they do, sacrifices and all that. These people are garbage. You already know. But anyway, so this the recap. But I was sorry about the shaky camera. But just to give you guys a recap, dead animal on the side of the road. They used to hit me with that so much. They used to hit me with the dead animals on the road. Back when I used to live like in the Washington D.C. area, when I was younger, that's one of the things I used to notice back in the day before I knew what gang stalking was. But I remember whenever I would like have sex, is one thing I remember. Whenever I would have like a sexual encounter, meet a new woman and stuff like that, have sex. Whenever I would drive the streets for the next few days, they would have dead animals everywhere I go. All right, guys, I'm losing my voice, so I'm gonna get something to drink. Uh, After I do this delivery, I'm gonna stop somewhere and get a drink. Um, I'm sorry, guys. I've been talking for a while now, and all right, god damn it. Now my Bluetooth just died as well, so I'm sorry, guys. I'm trying to give you a quality live, but you see what I'm going through, and I just, you guys don't want me to end it, so I don't want to end it either. I want to talk to you guys, so I'm dropping this off in 5 minutes, so I'll be able to be a little better focused. All right, but you guys see that though, the traffic jam, the sex toy, all this is gaslighting. Send me into a traffic jam. I'm already having trouble. I made $3 on the DoorDash app today. $3. Um, and right now, what I'm doing is I'm not doing DoorDash. I'm doing a different kind of delivery. Um, but it took me across town. It's a decent amount, but look how far I gotta go to get back to my zone where I needed to be in the city. So we'll see. But I'll have my voice back in a second, guys. I just gotta get something to drink, and I think I'll be okay. Oh yeah, they're sending me down near the water, down by the beach. Give me a second, guys. I don't want to show these. Okay. Oh, and the funny thing is, they're sending me on a route that I go. They do this a lot. Like they send me on, and this is what really makes me believe that this is like really AI, because they'll send me on routes that I take. Like I drove this route today on the way out here. This is the route that I took to get here, to get to where I was, and they'll do that. They'll send me back on the same route that I drove, and that's where it's learning. You can tell it's a computer system that's learning our movements, so that they can set up future gang stalking a lot easier. But I spoke about this in the past. They do this a lot, where they'll just mimic my movements, whether I'm on Uber, Lyft, DoorDash, whatever. They'll uh, they'll mimic my movements that day with the routes that I got to take to drop off deliveries or drop off passengers and stuff like that. Give me a second, guys. I don't want to show all my road signs and everything. I'm in a place where they got a lot of road signs that makes it easy to mark my locations, and I don't like doing that because of the AI and all that. So just bear with me for a second. Also, my Bluetooth died, so I hope you guys can still hear me. All right. But for those of you sticking in here, hanging around, thanks for being loyal like that. Witness, if you don't mind, if you could throw my Cash App up again, because I really do need some assistance. If you can put my Cash App up for me, so anybody who might be able to donate can. The numbers are pretty low tonight. I think that let me give you an example. I think that they are really like just trying to shut me down in many different ways. This like the numbers seem like they're not really pushing my live tonight. They keep cutting it. They don't want me to talk about what's going on. I'm being neutralized financially. Um, I ain't even think about dating, So I just think that they're really going out of their way right now to kind of muffle my. They canceled all my Instagram pages, channel pages are down, except for my gang stalking by the numbers page. A couple, see the man and the woman walking there, a sex toy, want to take somebody a sex toy. It wasn't there before, it just died now. That was a warning that I heard in my ear. Okay, so now my Bluetooth is dead. Okay, so look, I'm taking them the sex toy to the hotel, right? All this is gaslighting. All this is gaslighting. Okay? It's supposed to make me feel demoralized and sad that I'm not in the hotel using a sex toy on my lover. And I'm being stopped from being able to make money so I could even date or do anything. I mean, all this is gaslighting to try to make you feel bad and demoralized and sad. All of it. Okay, when I pull up, you're gonna see a Lamborghini or some fly ass car in a thing, so much better than mine. It looks like a Porsche, right? And it's probably that person's. This is it's kind of humble. It's a Corvette, it's not nothing too crazy. Nice hotel, right? All right, nice hotel, living it up. Somebody got that nice yellow Corvette parked in the front. And I'm pulling up in my little clunky Chevy, not making any money. I think they're gonna come outside. I don't think I gotta go up. Let me see. Usually with these, they come out. You can choose a message that you like to send your customer. Wait a minute. Looking for the customer. A pin required. You can contact them. Okay, it says meet at the curbside. So I'm gonna let them know I'm here. All right, guys. I can read the comments and chill for a second. All right, let's see what kind of street theater they're gonna have when the guy Ricky comes out. All right, so I'm dropping off his whole name is on here. I'm not gonna put him on blast and dox him. If they send a woman out, god damn it, I think they're gonna send her out. If they send a woman out, Ricky better come get this shit. Okay, I was getting ready. It's probably Ricky right here with these big old shoes on. Ricky.
What's up, man? Here go the code.
What's the code? Okay, what is it, bro?
8197.
8197.
Yep.
Hey, man, I appreciate you, man.
Appreciate you, bro.
All right.
Yep. Thanks.
All right, let me put this pin in real quick. 8197. Here's Ricky. Here's the flashing in my rear view. Now they're gone. All right, there's Ricky. It's a black guy. That's probably his car. I should have asked him. Sorry about the zoom out. All right, so there's Ricky. 81. What number did he say? Did you guys hear the number? 8197, I think he said. Damn. All right, let me see. From 8197. 80. I just dropped off an order and I'm finishing it up. 81. 97. I'm putting the pin in. All right, guys, we are finished. Oh, look, she's dropping off a food delivery, guys.
Are you gonna go to the lobby? Part right there.
No, I'm done. I'm leaving. How do I get out of here? How do I get out? How do I get out? This way? How do I exit?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Thank you. All right. So she's coming out to get her order. She's doing a food delivery. Look, right in my way. So I got to wait a minute. All gaslighting. Was that Uber Eats or DoorDash?
What?
Uber Eats or DoorDash? Uber Eats. Okay. What? Yes, she am. What? Are you talking to me? Like I was like, hey, give me some of that ass. Nah, I don't want none of your stinking ass. I'm asking how you doing Uber Eats or DoorDash. Anyway, let's go park. I think I'm gonna turn on the food delivery app out here and see if we get some business instead of trying to drive all the way back out there. So let me park. Well, let me go find somewhere I can get something to drink. They stopped me on this app anyway and told me to verify my identity with a photo. So I'll do that in a minute. Go offline. I'll do that later. Let me turn the food app back on. Let them update that app. Of course, somebody's behind me. Always do this. So I got to hurry up and move out the way. I always got to have somebody behind me with the lights on. Oh, so one headlighter too. Make it even more funny. Let me show you. Maybe they're going to go to one headlighter. You see that? One headlighter and it's super bright. Okay. Gang stalking. She showed up. The gang stalk. All right. Oh, this is supposed to just wear you down, irritate you, stress you out, not making no money, they gaslighting you. They bring a black guy, looks like me. He had a pair of shoes on, similar to the ones that I'm actually wearing right now. He has locks, but, you know, his are a little fresher than mine because I'm out here struggling and striving to fight. He's up in a Hilton buying sex toys for him and his boyfriend. And I'm out here being financially sabotaged. And I'm going to take this U-turn. All right, let me not talk about doing traffic things out here that I shouldn't be doing while I'm on live. All right, guys, I'm going to run in here and grab something to drink, and then I'm going to turn on this other delivery app, and I'm going to sit over here and see if we can get some business out here. Maybe they sent me out here because this is where some business is, but I doubt it. They haven't been doing anything nice for me at all lately. It's all been fucking me over. I was thinking that maybe now that I'm driving this Chevy, it's more of a humbled down vehicle, a lot of the jealousy and stuff would subside. They would let women come around me. They still been doing the same thing, you know, with the keeping the women away. I think it's because, again, I think I've been dressing nice. I still look good. I take care of myself. I got new clean shoes from when I was making money and I was able to take care of myself a little bit better. I still have things, so I look well. I look like I've been, taking care of myself pretty decent, right? So they've been doing this thing. I'm thinking that this car is humble and much to it. These motherfuckers are still acting like there's some kind of jealousy, some kind of, we got to hide you away. We can't let the women see you because somebody might like you and you might get somebody that love you. And again, you know what I'm saying? Because it's been that way my whole life. You know what I mean? I've never had a problem. And this is what they're trying to stop because they want me isolated and alone. All right, I feel like I'm rambling a little bit, so I'm just gonna run it. I'm running to the store, guys. I'm running to the store. I'm gonna grab something to drink. All this talking that I'm doing, is really wearing me out. But I'm enjoying being live, so I'm gonna continue. As long as you guys are here and you guys want me to keep going, I'm gonna do so. Just give me a second. I gotta find my card. Hopefully I didn't misplace it after I left the little smoke shop. I'm making no money out here, guys. If you can donate to that Cash App, please do. I don't think my Cash App people, where is it? Let me get it. I don't know if anybody put my Cash App up. Oh, here it is right here. Thanks, Witness. You a real one, man. I'm telling you, I got you. As soon as I can, I got you. Here's another big, shiny, nice, beautiful car. Another car that I had. If you look at my channel, I'm on my YouTube. I was driving that car for a while. It's on my YouTube. All right, let's run in here and grab. Look, another delivery guy. He's on a bike. All right, because they want me to lose my car so I could be out here on a bike. They're like, Anyway, the fact that he's out here riding the bike doing deliveries, maybe it's some business out here. So I'll grab this drink. White guy with cornrows. All right. It's cold in here. All right, man. Let's grab something to drink. I'm not even gonna get an energy drink. I don't think I'm gonna even have to be up that late. I'll get an energy drink if business start picking up. All right. Everything is a little more expensive here too. I'm about to get a cheap drink with a lot of sugar in it because I'm trying to save money. They trying to starve me out, guys. I'm about to get something cheap with a lot of sugar. That's why poor people, they think that poor people will be skinny because they can't eat. Poor people eat cheap food with a lot of sugar and starch and bread and shit because they can't afford to eat the right shit. You get what I'm saying? So I'm gonna go ahead and grab it. Hey, how's it going, man? I'm gonna get one more thing. Hold on. I'm just spending money that I don't need to spend. What the hell else am I gonna do? This little bit ain't gonna make or break what I'm trying to do anyway. Smells good in here at least. I don't see nothing that I want from here. I kind of want to snack. Probably get the munchies a little bit. I got a joint. I don't need all this sugar. Let me just do myself a favor and just get this sugary drink. Kind of stave off diabetes. I don't need diabetes and being targeted. You know what I mean? All right, guys. When I get to the car, I'm gonna log on to the app and I'm gonna sit back and read comments. So if you guys have anything you want to say, anything you want to ask, go ahead and throw it in the comments section now. Because I'm about to go back to the car and I'm gonna sit down and thank you. I'm gonna get back to the car and I'm gonna sit down and I'm gonna read that. All right. I'm gonna go find a cool spot to park. Look like there's some stuff going on down that way, so I'm gonna go down there and park, and then I'm gonna sit here and read the comments. All right, if you guys are still here, the numbers are so low. My numbers aren't usually this low. I don't know if it's just a slow night for me. They're not really promoting it, or the live is off. So if you guys are in here, I'm gonna say it again. Hit 27 for me. Who knows? I might have been sitting here talking to myself for a long time. I hope not. Damn, I hope not. I mean, would it being this many people in here, something's up. All right, it looked like somebody just put. Okay, all right, good. I'm still live. It's just low numbers. That means when the numbers are this low, that means that's the real TIs in here. You know what I mean? The real deal, my real people, my crew. So we're gonna just rock out, man. I'm going through a hard time. I had you guys with me when I was having some pretty decent times, some nice hotels. Now here we are. In the hard times, guys. These are the hard times where I'm in the trenches. I'm out here in the front lines of gang stalking. I'm not in the house comfortable pretending I'm being gang stalked. And, hold on a second. Let me drink this. Sugary drink. Nice and cheap. All right. Yeah, it's just the regulars in here. That's all we need right now. Just the regulars. Screw the perps. All right, I'm going to go down here. Let me go find a better spot to park. This spot might be okay. I think I might just park here. I don't like the buildings right. I mean, let me just go down a little bit. Look at this mob of people. Look at this mob of people showing up out here. All these perps. What percentage of these people you think are perps? I gotta be careful, man. I really almost crashed out earlier, boy. I was in control. Even when I'm pissed off out here dealing with this stuff, I always have it in my mind. Don't go too far. Don't shoot yourself in the foot. Don't let these idiots trick you off the streets. All right. I always have it in my mind. It hasn't been a time yet where I have been so mad that I just lose my mind. I feel like I've been over here. Where I just lose my mind. It's dark over here and everything, but I ain't worried about that. It's probably what I need. Because if I park too close to the street, they're gonna have a bunch of noise campaigns. So I gotta go over here and park isolated in the corner, and I'll just turn the app on and see if I get lucky over here for a minute. All right, so let's just park over here. In the cut, I won't be so bunch of cars. Let's see. They probably won't even send no cars because I'm live. If the way they get down out here, they'll start sending a bunch of cars over here, and it's closed. Everything's closed over here, and they will still start sending. I'm gonna open the door, get some air in this motherfucker. Turn my car off for a minute. Whew. All right, guys. Let me see what we got going on. We got 9 people on here. It's my regulars. Hit the like button. All right, let's see what we got going on here. I'm gonna go down. I'm gonna go. If hopefully you're still in here, I'm gonna go down a little bit and just try to pick up on anything I might have missed if anyone was talking to me. All right, so you spelled cash wrong in the Cash App, Whitney's one, but it's all good. I think they understand what that's about. All right, anything helps a TI. You know that's right. I'm thinking about, man, if any TIs want to meet up in Florida, I want to vet some people. I want to do a lie detector test, and I want to get a group of people, man, that we can work together. You know what I'm saying? We can get together. Roommates, whatever, start a business. But I need to get a group of TIs. I'm out here in Florida. We can meet at the beach. I know a lot of places out here we can meet. If anyone's in Florida, I'm willing to meet a TI now. For the past few years, I wasn't willing to do so, but I'm getting to a point where I know when I'm dealing with perps now or not. Even when I'm in the chat, all this kind of shit, I know pretty much who's perps and who's not. Even if I don't treat you like a perp or say, I know that what you are just by certain things you do, but it's okay because as long as I don't feel like you're hurting shit or hurting other, the TIs that are here, I'll let you rock out. But just know this any of you in here, just to let you know, which I don't think is maybe half, if you are in here and you are perping and you think I don't realize you're a perp, just don't be so bold to believe that. Don't be so confident. Okay. It's just that everything doesn't need to be, it's not worth the energy all the time to address everything. So I just don't want you to think you're being slick or you got me. I'm just a fool. I just don't address. I don't always just address or call out perps all the time. There's so many fake TIs out here I haven't even said anything about. I was thinking about it earlier today. Just thinking about one of these fake perps kind of got me irritated. I was like, man, I should just get on my live tonight and say these names of these people. But the thing about it is, I don't think it's gonna make a difference. And if I do that, it'll probably just give more attention to the people who are the perp, So here we go. Here's the first car. I told you guys, I'm back here in the cut. They ain't gonna come all the way back here. Let's see. I'm over here in the cut. Let's see if the car gonna drive over here. No reason to be back here whatsoever. All right, guys. I just logged on to the app, but that's definitely a perp. We got what time is it? Okay, well, they're picking up the employees out of the store right here. But even when they do that, they'll show up at a gang stalking time. I promise you. The time 1 o'clock right now is not really a gang stalking time. But if they pull off with 44 on the clock, then it will be a gang stalking time. Oh, damn. Man, I'm not driving. Where is that? Where is that, though? That's way too many miles. I'm not driving 16 miles to drop off no goddamn delivery. You got to pay me way more than that. That's ridiculous. I'm not doing that. 16 miles, it's like an hour. Screwing me over. Yeah, okay. I can't say they were gang stalking right there. You see that? I don't say everybody's gang stalking. Well, maybe. Now the clock did just hit 10:44, and it happened to be in front of me now. 10:44 is a way to get 24. You take the 1 and the 4, and you got a 5. Flip it upside down, it's a 2, and next to it is a 4. Okay? 24. I'm under 24-hour surveillance. Some people not going to understand that, but if you're intelligent and you understand gang stalking and how these people communicate, and how consistent and persistent they are, you understand that what I just told you right there is golden. One day I'm going to find a TI that can figure their targeting out. But I haven't seen it. All right, let me see what we got. Anything helps. Okay, even if it's low, yeah, for sure. Let's see. Caramel King, 200,000 says, that's a lot of zeros. I need that kind of bread. Says, they said the best job for TIs is a call center job. I have 2 offers. A good way to stack your money. All right, Caramel King, I'm going to look into call centers. Only thing with call centers in the past, they always want experience. You know what I mean? But I'm still going to try. I feel like I'm articulate enough. So I'm going to give it a try. I'm going to look into that. Thanks for mentioning that. I have something else that I have experience in. I'm not going to mention it yet because I don't want to sabotage it and all that other stuff. But I got a lot of applications I've been putting in, sending stuff out. I got a phone interview that I'm waiting on. They haven't contacted me. Probably stalling out because I'm a TI. They probably figured it out and that I'm a TI and stopped everything. That's what I was getting ready to mention to you guys too. I'll get to that in a second. About how once they figure out that sometimes everything will go smooth and then they figure out that you're targeted or they'll get the message on something and then everything will change. I'll mention that in a second. But I want you guys to peep how this car just pulled in front of me and just sitting here now. No one was back here, but they always do that. They'll have a car come sit around me. And what it is there's some TI that's going to tell you that they're scanning your brain, right? Or they're shooting some kind of, well, they could be shooting frequencies. Oh, and I want to tell y'all about that also. I'll get to that in a second. Which I shouldn't, but I will, because I know it's real ones in here need to hear it. But let me read some of these comments and I'll get to it. 2 things I want to tell you about that you might want to hear. Okay, Witness says 8197. I don't know what that is. 8197. Oh, okay, that was the code. Oh, good job, guys. See, man, good job. I really appreciate y'all, man. Let's see what we got. This is not a cheap part of town either, so they should be coming with it. Nope, they're still not coming with it. I can't do that. I can't do that. And it's 2 orders. This is why they don't mess with me, man. I can't take that. I can see if they've been giving me business all day and I take something like that because I'm making money. I'm making nothing and I'm going to go take that. That's just too much. And I'm willing to take a bad deal right now, but that's just too bad. That's really bad. All right. All right. I need to turn this Uber joint back on, but they want me to take a selfie, and that was a long ass ride, and it's not even really worth it. I'll just go with what I got and build on that. Anyway, let me put this back down. At least I'm getting the offers over here at least, right? Sorry about the zoom in. All right, let me get back to the comments. Okay. Yeah. Caramel King said wearing red. Yeah, I didn't. You know what? I didn't even notice that. Yeah, he was wearing red. Yeah, see, I'm so glad though that it's certain things I don't know. I don't always pick up on everything. You see the guy leaving in front of me. Look at the clock, guys. It's 10:47 where I am. You see these cars pulling up. That represents 7-5. You got the 741. That's 7-5. That's why that car just pulled off. That was sitting there, and that's why you see this one pulling up. And I got a plane right here. You see that? That's all surveillance, guys. This is a surveillance team. That looks like an undercover cop. This is all surveillance. That's all this is. They're not angels and demons and spirits. And I'm sorry for the people that it turns off when I talk like that, because I know some people choose to live more on the spiritual side of things, and I don't want to be the one to dampen that for you. But at the end of the day, as far as I know, in my opinion, that's all surveillance. You saw the time on the clock. That 10:47 represents 27. A lot of people can't understand that, and that's why they don't understand the targeting. That is a way to represent 27, but you got to be able to add and subtract and understand how these people think. And that's just what it is, guys. Straight up. That's all you saw right there. The surveillance. You saw the plane flying over the head. All right. There's my noise campaign with the backfiring vehicle. It sounds like a gun shooting. Yeah, I guess they sent me over here because they knew some orders to have, but they're not offering me nothing. Look at that. I got to do 2 drop-offs for $6.50. And I got to drive. Man, come on, man. So then I just keep on declining, and it just takes my percentage down so low. So what it does, it tells the app that I'm not accepting joints, and they won't give me nothing that's worth it or any at all. All right. Anyway, let me get the comments. And there's 2 things that I want to mention to you guys. Something about DEW weapons, and something that I've noticed now that I'm not in Atlanta. Something that has stopped that was happening to my body. That's not happening anymore because I'm not in my same area with my same routine, going to the same job every day, eating the same food at the same places. Now, all of a sudden, mysteriously, this problem that I was having that sent me to the emergency room twice over the past 8 months or so, now it's all of a sudden magically stopped, and nothing that I did has changed. But I'll talk to y'all about that in a second. All right, that right there really makes me believe it's frequencies in weapons being shot. So I'll speak on that in a second. Let me read some more of the comments. Okay, right. 7918. I think you gave me the wrong number. You just saying numbers. What's up with you, Nico? Nico DEA. I'm about to check you out. What's up with you? All right, witness one says he had a red plane fly. He had a red plane fly right over my head the other day at Walmart. Yeah, you got to start looking at the clock when you see stuff like that happen. I guarantee you, I'm not the only one getting time synchronized gang stalking. I guarantee you. Guarantee you. All right, it says let it be swarming, like a bee swarming. Yeah, that swarm when I was coming out. They swarm me like that all the time on the road, heavily. Okay, I wonder if this guy over here sitting in his car shot. His door was open and he's just sitting there in his car. Is he shot dead? I need to go over there and look. He might have got robbed. He's just sitting there, his door open. Maybe he's trying to do deliveries or something. I don't know. It's a Range Rover. Okay, let's see. Give me a second, guys. I'm gonna pin this. I'm gonna pin it again. Damn, that one's different because your name is there and it's not showing. Hopefully, it's showing on other people's phone. Okay, let me read some more. Nico says, "I like blue, like a blood. I thought bloods were red." Thank you for putting that a Cash App up, a day in the life. I appreciate you, dear. Caramel King says, "I'm upload pictures on Facebook now. Expose perps. Yes, do it. Upload them, expose them, get the word out. I don't feel like we're getting enough traction, but we got to keep trying. I don't see a lot of change. They're giving me some orders over here, but are they going to be worth doing? Let's see. Another one that's not worth doing, and I got to do multiple pickups. So they're giving me multiple pickups and a small amount of money with an extreme trip that I got to take. I know what I need to do. I know what I could do to fix that. Give me a second. I know what I could do. I know how to make it so that they don't try to send me on these long rides, right? I got a little trick. Just give me a second. I did this trick back in Atlanta. They cut me off the app. Give me a second, guys. I gotta adjust something real quick. Maybe I can get it so they don't keep sending me these long, drawn out trips, and I can start doing some shorter ones and make some money. All right, I just made a little adjustment. Let's see if that'll work. Last time they just started lowering the money when I did that. Let's see what they do this time. All right, guys, let's see what we got going on. It says, okay, so Nico DA says, so you guys are in Atlanta, Georgia, right? The home of Bone Thugs and Harmony. Love them. Hey, Nico, are you a bot? Keep it real. Are you real? Are you the real deal, Nico DEA? Granddaddy Perps, right? I can't tell for sure. I got to check you out, man. Witness one says, a day in the life of Aries is very helpful too. Don't talk too much, but she is watching. She is a watcher. Thank you, Aries. 100%. I agree. And she donates. And she donates. Very much appreciated. And I won't forget any of y'all once I get back where I need to be. Trust me. Let's see. Okay, Nico says red planes are rare. Yes, they are. I can't even remember ever seeing a red plane. So if you have a red plane flying over you, it's definitely, yeah. Love Aries type of thing. So okay. 27. You guys let me know that I was back. Okay, indeed. Yeah, speaking of Indeed, I got my applications flowing through there, man. So hopefully one of these joints will work out. I've been filling out applications. I've been waiting on a phone interview for this one spot that I really want. They haven't contacted me all week, so we'll see what happens with that one. So soon I'll have a job. If you guys recall, I had a job for the past 2 years on top of these little apps. So I don't believe in only depending on these apps. I learned my lesson a long time ago. You guys are just seeing this now because I'm transitioning, relocated. Excuse me. So these are some bumps that I'm going through, but it's something that I had to do at the time. It was either now or never. I had to do it based upon what they were doing. The circumstances they were trying to force me to live under. It wasn't sustainable. I wouldn't have survived. Okay. All right. All of them. Okay. I think I know what you're talking about. It says, Nico says, I'm slow sipping scotch whiskey over here from Scotland. Haven't smoked yet, but eventually will. Oh, okay. Well, I like your voice. So that's why I was like, you wilding a little bit over there, Nico, but I see what it is. You've been sipping a little bit. Okay. All right. So that guy just pulled off over there that I was speaking about that I thought might have been uh, shot. Those red lights are him. He's gone. So I guess he was all right. Maybe he was just drunk and needed to sit it off a little bit. Or maybe he was just, oh, nah, he's driving off because 57 is on the clock. Excuse me. We got 10:56. You get 57 out of that. That's the backwards 27. So that's why he drove off. See that, guys? A random son of a bitch just sitting there where I just happened to drive here. Now, it's not too random that I could come here because I just did a delivery over here. So it might be a chance that I would come here. But you see how he was sitting there like that and just happened to drive off with 27 on the clock? You know what I mean? I'm supposed to think that's a coincidence? Nah. But at the same time, guys, you know, I see the same thing happen with animals too. I saw a stray cat, skinny one too, earlier today when I was starting. A very skinny stray cat walked right in front of me with 24 on the clock. And they do it all the time. So obviously it's something about these frequencies. I gotta close my door now because I don't want to hear that beep. I need to stand up. I'll just get out the car. I gotta charge my phone. That's actually the reason why I turned it on. I gotta charge my phone up a little bit. I'm down to 10%, and this thing will definitely shut off quickly when I'm live. So give me a second, guys. Let me get my my phone charged up, and we'll just continue to go. I'm gonna try to go until about 12 o'clock on this live. Okay, I'm gonna go till about 12. We got an hour to go. I'm sitting around. Instead of me just sitting here frustrated, messing with the apps, I'll talk to you guys. Let me put these windows down, get some air going. Let me make sure my phone is charging. Okay, it's charging up. All right, let's get to the let me finish some more of these comments, and I want to get to you guys, tell you guys about the dew weapon situation that I think that I was experiencing. I know the perps would be happy to hear about this. I hate to even do it. That's why I need to monetize so I can get a members only, so we can really talk about some stuff without having to, you know, speak everything to perps. You know what I mean? I can vet people and all that, but right now it's kind of an open forum. All right, guy had a red shirt, no doubt. And I didn't even notice it at the time, which is funny. All right, they picked up. Let's see, that's that. It says I fuck no way to mean. Okay. Nico said I want a super thank you though, G. I appreciate that. Thank you so much for putting that Cash App up again, witness. I'm gonna pin that because I think you can see it better. A Day in the Life's name is so long. I don't know if you guys can see it when I pin it. All right, let me see what we got going on. It says, who here was born on the 27th day of a month, though? We wonder. Somebody very close to me, the person who I think put me in this program, was born on the 27th day of the month. This person, I think this person is, well, I know this person is going to check into a mental institution very shortly here. They just told me. Had a breakdown on the phone. They keep having, I talk to this person, they have a breakdown almost every time if I start talking about my targeting, and I think it's because of guilt. I think this person did this to me and maybe didn't know that it was going to be what it is, and feels, it acts so strange. And I think it's all about guilt. And I think the people around this particular person knows what they did to me and has been treating them messed up and because of it. It's just a sad situation, but this person it's jealousy. And I know this person's very close to me. I ain't gonna say who it is right now, but I see jealousy in this person even when it comes to other people. Sometimes you don't notice certain things until you become an adult with people in your life, your family, the flaws and the things. And then now I find myself in a gang stalking situation here, and I'm pretty sure it's this person that did it. And now they're going to a mental institution. They acting like they breaking down, having a breakdown, nervous breakdown whenever we talk, and I mention certain things in my targeting. Yeah, I think that's guilt eating that person up. To do this is a perfectly fine, healthy, perfectly sane man, because you jealous and you want to tear that down. I could be contributing so much more to society, but I got to be sitting out here at 11 o'clock delivering sex toys to perps who are hanging out in the hotel lobby. Probably don't even have a room there. They just did that to gaslight me. Probably sitting in the lobby or the computer lab. I'm out here delivering sex toys, sitting in traffic at 11 o'clock at night. Can't pay my bills. So much more I could be contributing to society. They want me to go out here and do a strong armed robbery or snatch a purse or do some shit so they can put me in prison and really do some damage, right? All right, let me see what we got here. Let me turn this air down, man. It's freezing that quick. Yeah, down here in Florida, man, you gotta have that air conditioning on at night, all day. I mean, I got a battery here, man. This battery, this joint it wears down. But again, the person who I think put me in the program has helped me out immensely with my, let's just say my gas, filling this joint up with making some cash available to me, right? And that's still not enough because I need to make money. I can't make any money. I'm in a vehicle, I'm charging it up, but I'm out here wasting time. I'm sitting in the car with the air on, battery just dwindling away, and I'm not bringing money in because they're stopping me from making a living. Sorry, guys, my mouth is dry. I'm trying to get my words out, but I'm mumble mouth right now. Get a little drink. All right, let's see. Okay, so Nico said, do it. Not sure what you were speaking about there because I'm behind. I'm sorry. Okay, Marcin. Okay, I'm not even going to try to pronounce that last name, but it starts with an R. You said up. Not sure what you were referring to. I'm behind. Okay, let's see. Okay, the comments moved. I was getting ready to look at one. Okay, here it is. Okay, I'm close to the bottom, I think. Okay, so let me try to pronounce this. Pyrethyroid. Okay, Pyrethyroid says, what's your stance on the movie Cool Runnings? What's my stance on the movie Cool Runnings? If you're still in here, Pyrethyroid, I think you're trolling me. But if you're still in here and that's a real question, double back and tell me why you're asking that, and I'll actually answer that question. But I think you're trolling me. But if you're still here, double back again because I'm making it down to the bottom of the comments right now. So if you're real and you're still in here and that wasn't just a bot, ask me again. Cool Runnings. I wonder why you would be asking that. I'm trying to see if there's some kind of deeper message there. Oh man, they're not sending me anymore. It was going good for a second, right, guys? Even though they were all bad. You see how that happens? They'll send me a bunch of bad offers, and I just have to keep denying them, and then they just stop sending them all together. Like, oh well, screw you then. You know what I mean? What do you want me to do? All right, let me turn this on. You know what I think happened? Oh! They sent me one and I missed it. It didn't make a sound. It didn't alert me that I had one. It made no sound. And that's another thing I noticed too. My phone is so hacked. Sometimes I'll be sitting here trying to I'll be waiting right now, like I'm doing now, to get deliveries, and then all of a sudden, the app will crash, and I can't even open the app. But then they'll send deliveries through while the app is crashed. They do that all the time. So I don't know if that has something to do with the hacking that they're doing, and maybe when it's crashed like that, something opens up and the deliveries can come through, or it's being done on purpose. But I don't know. But that's the kind of control that they have over this shit, guys. Like, they'll do that from time to time. And when it does happen, I'm pretty sure that's a good deal that was sent. And they'll just make it so I can't open the app. And I'll miss out on that deal. And I'm still just sitting there like I am right now. And they just let nothing but bad deals come through. There was one that just came through just now. I didn't even hear nothing. It didn't ring off anything. I just happened to be picking the phone up. And I saw that it was like on the last second of the offer. And then it tried to pause the app, and I wouldn't even have known. This is what we up against, man. I'm exhausted. This is draining the hell out of me, man. I tell you. Let's see. What's the trick? Okay, Mike Washington says, what's the trick? You gotta tell me what you were referring to. I'm behind on the comments, so I'm not sure. All right, guys, we got 11:07 coming up. That'll be 27. So we'll see what happens when that happens, okay? The fact that I mentioned it, maybe they won't do anything, but we'll see. We got 27 coming up soon. It'll be 11:07. I'll put the window down so you can hear the noise campaign. It's probably going to come from the street. Okay, it's quiet right now, right? I wonder if that's a perp right there watching me. And they always keep their lights on so you'll notice them. You know, if it was real surveillance where they wouldn't do stuff like turn their lights on so you'll notice that you'll catch their eye, or they'll catch your eye or whatever. They wouldn't do that. They would just sit there quietly and watch me if it was a real surveillance thing. This is just harassment. All right, let me get the comments. I think I'm getting there. Okay, a day in the life. I seen your comment. You're welcome. I'm quiet nowadays because I'm very reserved. Okay. Gang Stalking Reality says the perps also like to use our channels to perp other TIs and keep us divided. Yeah, we're very much divided. We're very much divided because of the situation that we're in. We're so infiltrated. It was another TI again that I was listening to yesterday or something like that. I forgot who it was. Who was this? They were saying the same thing. How it's just so infiltrated with just so many perps. It's just you if you get a group together, half of them are gonna be perps or they're gonna be bribed somehow. But they always find a way. We're in a situation where it's so hard. Anything is drug organizations, gangs, any organization, anything. They have people that can infiltrate anything because this is their situation out here. No one's. You don't find any group, anything where everybody's loyal. Like, it's so rare. I can't believe that I'm like this. That's probably why they're doing this to me. Like, why am I not evil? You know what I mean? Why don't I want to get out here and do evil? Maybe I'd be better off. Hit the like button for me, guys. Why don't I want to get out here and do evil shit? Why don't I have a thirst for blood and want to see people suffer and in pain? Why don't I want to get out here and find out a way that I can stop somebody from making money and paying their bills and see if I can push them in the street and feel, because why? Because I was blessed enough to be happy with myself. I never grew up in any kind of way being jealous, envious, needing, man. I've always been confident, and it's, just a blessing. You know what I mean? I don't know. That's why I didn't know this part of life. I didn't know people were this sad and demented and hateful and jealous and envious. I didn't know it was this bad. You knew it was there, but to do this to somebody's life, you get what I'm saying? And then kick back and enjoy it and hide and sneak around and this is why I'm screwed, because I didn't think like this. I didn't know that it was this bad. I was enjoying life. I'm not one of these people that say, oh, I was targeted my whole life. Oh, I was targeted from birth. Oh, I was always the outsider. No. It doesn't work like that. When you get thrown in a program, which is a fairly new program with new technology within the past 20 years, then you start feeling these things. You know what I mean? I didn't understand what people who dealt with abuse and trauma were like. What I'm saying? I didn't know. I haven't dealt with it. I wasn't molested. I wasn't abused. I didn't know about a lot of these things that people go through that shape them to be the way they are. I wasn't treated bad by women my whole life. I've always had a good woman, a good girlfriend, a good wife, at least in the beginning. I've always had those things. A woman cooking for me, treating me well. Never denied sex, stuff like that. Never had any of these problems that a lot of people complain about. And once I became single, after I got divorced now 5 years ago, which is crazy to me, after being married for 10 years, and I got back out here into the world, it's a bunch of mad people out here. Dudes are mad at the women. They had the men going their own way, blue-pilled guys or red-pilled or whatever. You got all these angry feminists out here mad at the men. It's just all this shit going on. Everybody's just angry and mad, and now I see why. Now that I'm out here more, I see why. Now I'm one of the people, to an extent. All right, let's see. We're gonna go to 12 o'clock today, guys. If you guys want to hang that long, I'll see how the thing is going. I see my 6 real people on here. Hit the like button. If you're not a bot and you actually have a finger, can you hit the like button, please? I appreciate it. I haven't been live in a few days, so my algorithm and stuff, it might not have me in a rotation, so it might not be get my message might not be getting out like I wanted to. Okay. Wow, they're not really sending me nothing no more. They're cutting that off. That's it for that, huh? Damn. It was going okay for a few minutes. but they were all garbage. And I was even going to take the advice and take a smaller order just to get it going, but they keep sending me small orders with extreme routes, with extreme distances and low pay, and they're doubles where I got to go do more than one drop off. I'm not doing all that for that little bit of money, man. It doesn't make economical sense. I lose money by doing that. I'm out here trying to make money, you know? Oh, wow. They let me, look, guys, they let me extend this thing. I'm going to extend it all the way. I'm going to work until 4 a.m. What you think, guys? I'm going to extend this thing to 4 a.m. Okay. Give me 1 second. Let me adjust one more thing. I see now that I made that adjustment so they won't keep sending me on long road trips. They just decided not to send anything. So let me just readjust that again. Fucking assholes, man, I tell you. Oh, man, imagine getting your hands on a gang stalker, a handler, one of the people that orchestrate all of this stuff, in a cage, something like that right there. Like a cage where they locked in, you locked in, no weapons, just you and them. Can you imagine that, how nice that would be? To get locked in a cage with somebody you know is a perp, a gang stalking weasel who sits out here, plans all this stuff and does this to you. Just imagine being able to get your hands on one of these people in a place where there's no not getting arrested or nothing like that, and there's no weapons involved, and it's just bare hands, and you in a perp. Not even a perp. The perps are nothing. The perps are like a goddamn piece of lint floating across the parking lot. I'm talking about the handlers and the people from that, you know, the people that's orchestrating this stuff and thinking the plans out. Those are the ones that I would just love to get into a locked room or a cage situation with a real perp. Just imagine that, man. That's my fantasy. People got all these sex fantasies and stuff now, you know. I think I already fulfilled most of them. I'm 41, for those of you who don't know. I'm not a young guy. So even being out here doing all this shit is just ridiculous and asinine for me, but you just don't understand. But I've already done a lot. So all the stuff with the women, those stupid sex toys, I don't care nothing about none of that shit. I done had enough fun. Even this year, I had some good times this year, you know, with the honeypots. So I'm not worrying about sex like that. And they know that. And that's why they're attacking the finances. Let me read some more comments. Admirable quality in a female. Always like the quiet ones, not the loud ones. As a Christian, that's what you look for. No doubt. No doubt. Nico DA says, old follower, new chatter. Okay, cool. I thought your name seemed a little bit familiar there. I appreciate you. Message deleted by, okay, somebody must have said something crazy. Cool D Light is young still. What's that? Cool D Night is young still. Are you talking about Young Still, the guy who says he's a T.I.? Young Still, I haven't seen none of his stuff in a while. Is he still putting stuff up, the guy Young Still? He usually has a lot of controversy going on and beefs and stuff. When I see stuff like that, it just makes me kind of wonder, like, I mean, you know, TIs really need to be going at each other that hard? I mean, we got enough problems with fighting against the program. When I see TIs fighting and bickering amongst each other, like, you know, especially for long periods of time, it just makes me think that they might not really be experiencing what I'm experiencing, because what I'm experiencing, you don't have time to do bickering back and forth with nobody like that. So I don't know. Maybe. Everybody's different, though. I ain't saying anything. But I hope he's not still arguing with people, because I was looking at his content. I was enjoying some of his stuff, but then he gets into the fighting with people and all that, and it takes away from his message. So, but you know, I'm not here to tell anybody what to do. Grow your channel, fam. All right. Nico DEA says they would love to put us in asylums, but can't. God saves type of thing, for sure. They would love to put us in asylum. And I say, man, the craziest thing, the person who I think put me in this program, but that I know participates heavily, but helps me at the same time, at least a little bit now, is going to be putting themselves checking into like a mental evaluation center for 30 days, like a mental health place, you know. And I believe this the one that put me in the program was probably doing a mental health breakdown and went and said the wrong thing to the wrong people and got me screwed up. It got me screwed over, and now probably feels guilty as hell about it. And I think there's many of us that are like that, man. You got put into this stuff by somebody whose head is not even clear, and but we get to have our whole life destroyed. And this person ended up with money. You know what I mean? Ended up with money, some real money. And but then you know, when you're that kind of person and you can't live, I'm not even gonna talk. I'm not anyway. Let's keep going. I don't want to ramble. You guys are still here with me. Let me not, at least not ramble. They tried to get me to do the Uber thing years ago, but I went a different route. Yeah, the Uber thing for me. What happened? How I got into Uber a few years ago was I bought a car. I was already doing the food deliveries, right? When I came back from Colombia, after my divorce and all that, I went to Colombia a few years ago just to get away from the States, see something new. So I went to a few different cities. I wanted to see if I would be getting gang stalked overseas, which I did. They still gang stalked over there, not as bad. But when I came back, I had no place to go. I had no car. I couldn't rent cars. All these issues. So I got a U-Haul van, and I drove a U-Haul van around for a year. You guys know my story who've been following. I did DoorDash in a U-Haul van out here in these same streets that I'm in right now. I did DoorDash for a year, and I bought a car. I had that van that I had, right? If you guys remember my van, I had a van for a while. 2 years I had a van. They took it around Christmas time. When I had the Mustang, they took my van out of jealousy, and then they kept sending me to this apartment complex to do deliveries and pickups for Uber, and the sign says one vehicle at a time. Now, yeah, they always got that sign, one vehicle at a time, when they got that little railing that might come down and hit your car when you drive out, the little, what do you call it, that little stick. But they had the sign there that says one vehicle at a time. And that was right after they confiscated and towed away my van, when I had the van and the so now they're trying to push me to the point where I don't have anything. They want to take this car. They want to make it so I can't pay for this. And this is the takedown program, guys. You're seeing how it works. And it's a process. It's a slow process. They had to do some backdoor, probably Mason hookup, you know, buddy, good old boy network shit to cause. I'm not even going to say what I think. This just sounds too big for people to even understand. I'm not even going to go any further with that. I'm sorry, guys. I don't like to do that, but I'm just not going to say it. Let's see. But anyway, when I went and bought the van, like I was saying, Witness, when I went to buy the van, the guy, I wasn't going to buy a van. I was going to buy a car. I was going to buy a car and go to Atlanta. That was my idea. So he convinced me to get the van. He was like, man, if you get this van right here, you can do Uber, you can do Lyft, and you can get XL prices because you got extra, all these seats. You get extra, you get more money. And I did it. I said, okay, you know what? That makes sense. And I'm on TI. I can sleep in this van. It'll be comfortable. I can tend it up. And that's what I did for 2 years. Now, they gave me hell with that van for the first few months. They tried to take it back immediately. They tried to repo me. They tried to repo me within the first, like I say, I bought the car in March of 2022, and they tried to repo it by June. You understand what I'm saying? They had the guy came. I was in the car, sleeping in the car that night, and some redneck kind of tow truck driver like outside of Atlanta. And mind you, I bought the car in Florida, that they had GPS tracking on the car. So he showed up to try to tow me, and I was in the car, so he couldn't take it. And it was a BS reason they tried to take it. It wasn't even legitimate. But they were trying to rip me off as a TI. I paid them a nice down payment, and they wanted to take the car back, and I just lose my money and the car. They tried it, guys. But the police came, called the police, and the police came, and they told him that he can't take the car because I'm in it. Right? He was pissed too. He had to let the car off the hook thing. He was mad as hell. He really needed that money. Like, I need this money tonight. And then I ended up in that same summer. I ended up in Florida, and they tried to repo me in Florida. You guys can see that video on my channel. They tried to repo me 3 times while I was there, and they slashed my tires. They cut the water pump. I got a whole video on my video section. It's called "Gang Stalking Hell in Florida," or it might say "Gang Stalking Hell in Tampa," or something like that. And it has a female face there holding oranges on the front of the cover. Check that out. That was a horrible time. But they tried to tell me multiple times, right, while I was there. And luckily, every time they couldn't get it. They didn't have the legal reason to be able to tow it. They could not take my car. They didn't have a reason to be doing this. He was just trying to, anyway. Even had to go to, anyway, so they knew where they had my location. And eventually, I had to get it fixed because I kept having the mechanical problems with it. Imagine this. I'm being gang stalked. All right, I'm being gang stalked. It's hot as hell in the summer, like around this time of year. I'm in Tampa, and whenever I go places, if it's hot, they won't let it rain. It just won't rain. Like here, it barely rains since I've been here. And I've been checking the weather. Before I came here, I would check the weather all the time to see what it was like down here because I knew I wanted to be here. I would see rain a few times a week. Now that I'm here, it won't rain at all. Right, because I'm sleeping in the car. It'll cool things off. It'll make it a little more comfortable. It'll slow down some of the foot traffic, whatever. But I think somehow, I'm not even gonna say what I think it is, but somehow, just magically, it doesn't rain. It rained maybe for about 10 minutes once since I've been here, and that was today. So anyway, y'all take what you want from that. Let me see. So they tried to take that car anyway. They never got it. And the guy who came to fix my car had a mechanical issue. It's hot as hell. The car broke down on me, right? Because the starter kept going out. So the starter went out on me. So the car broke down. I can't even drive off. It's hot as hell. I'm in Tampa. It's like 100 degrees. And then the tow truck guy pulls up to try to repo my vehicle while I'm sitting there broke down. Can't even get in and drive off. I'm just sitting there stuck, standing in front of my vehicle, and I won't let them put the hook on it. Mind you, it's the same guy. They had the same tow truck guy chasing me all around Tampa, trying to tow my car. I mean, anywhere where I was, he would just show up abruptly and try to tow my car. But he would never do it when I was in a gym. I was always going inside the gym or different things like that, like every day. That's where I would shower. And he wouldn't do it when I wasn't in the car. He would only come when I'm in the car, which is kind of a blessing, or it could be something else. So anyway, I'm out there broke down in the sun, 100 degrees, car broken down, and I'm just sitting there. He shows up. You know what I mean? Before the repair guy comes to fix the car, this guy shows up and tries to tow it. We got to get the police out there and all this other shit. So I had to fight him off, the tow truck off. The police came, told me he didn't have a right to take my car. He called the supervisor out there, all this drama. My car is sitting there broke down. So after all that drama, the mechanic shows up. And the mechanic actually fixes the car, and he yanks the goddamn tracking GPS off of the car for me, right? Just to help me out. No extra money. Like here like in Atlanta or something, they want to put extra money, overcharge me. Anyway, he just straight ripped that shit out for me and got rid. He took it with him. He said, let them track me. He took it with him. And I never had a problem again. Yeah, there's a noise campaign. We got 24 on the clock. You hear that noise campaign? 24/7 surveillance. All right. That was a motorcycle as usual. Now, and I'm getting no orders, guys. As you see, I'm sitting here now. They sent me a few BS orders, right? They wanted me to drive 16 miles for one, 8 mile. I mean, just BS offers. Now they won't send me nothing else. All right. And this one ends in 6 minutes. So I made no money. I've been out all day long trying to do the DoorDash stuff, and I made $3, guys. You hear me? This is America in 2025. And on the DoorDash app that I've been trying to do since around 3 p.m. today. No, actually, since 1:50 is when I first started. 1:50 p.m. today, right after I got out the shower and after the gym, I turned the app on in the neighborhood that I was in, and they completely screwed me over, got nothing. And then they finally gave me one I had to call and cuss and fuss, and they sent me one for $6.50. And they said I should take it. I know I'm bouncing all over the place, just hanging there with me. They told me I should take it just to get the algorithm going. So I took it, and I show up. You know, of course, it's fried chicken. So they got like this whole ghetto scene for me, right? Because they like to, play on the whole racial stuff. So I go pick up fried chicken, right? because I'm supposed to be broke, right? The niggas is broke, right? So I go pick up the fried chicken. They got it swarmed with people, right? Swarmed up with people, swarmed up, got little girls walking around, all this bullshit. So I don't even go in. I just, I do some other stuff and ended up just getting $3 out of it. And then for the rest of the day, I haven't done any more. You see, I'm out here. I've been out here on live with you guys since 8 something or 9, and I haven't done. And you see me trying to do these joints. I took a $5 one. It was a ripoff. They wanted me to take $5. They wanted me to take $5 to ride around town to drop off multiple pizzas. Come on, man. What the hell? What is going on? Anyway, so now here we are, 11:26 at night. I made $3 on that DoorDash app today. And then I did a Uber delivery just now, and it took me like 20 minutes, almost 30 minutes outside of, where I was downtown in the city. And now I'm out here and they're just giving me nothing. And that's how they do. That's how they break you. And I got a major bill that I need to pay tomorrow. That's the most important bill that I have. You know what I mean? And I'm about $100 short. So that's petty ass money. $100 fucking dollars, guys. $100. Do you know what $100 was to me just a few weeks ago? But now $100 is everything. You know what I mean? Just to pay this bill. And I made $3 on that app, and I just got like $14 to do that Uber, but it's not even what you think it is with that, because it's gonna have to go into something else before I could even access it. So basically $3, guys, and been out since 1:51. Yesterday, $9. No, $20, and I was out from 7 to 1 a.m. So, well, how can I do? What can I do? Applying to jobs, putting applications in. I've been here a week and a half, so I'm not really stressing that too much. That's gonna work out eventually, but right now, though, you know what I mean? Never was this bad, people. I wouldn't do this if it was this bad. It wasn't this bad in the past. I've shown you guys what I used to make with this stuff. All right, let me see. So again, if you can donate, I got it posted. Please do. I could really use the assistance, guys, right now. If anything, I'm trying to hustle up $100, but by tomorrow. Okay. All right, but I know you guys are TIs. I get it. I know. Hit the like button for me. If you can't donate, at least hit the like button, please. Maybe I can work on this damn getting this page monetized. I just haven't had the time to do the few things I need to do. I keep saying hit that like button, and that motherfucker don't even move. It must be Perp City up in. Perp and Bot City up in here. Nico DA says, and often they only got one good headlight. Damn, I'm really behind. Often they only got one good headlight too. What a bunch of clowns, no doubt. They're worse than clowns. All right, Ali Plamondon. Okay, Ali Plamondon. Cool last name. It says, I was Gangstar for 5 years. I have been left alone since I cleaned up my life. A day in the life of a targeted Aries says, it's 20 people in here and 9 likes. Hit the like button. You said it was 9 likes at that time when you said that. Can you imagine now it's 6 likes? So not only are they not liking it, it's going the opposite way. You know what I mean? It's going the opposite way now. So what are you gonna do? This is what it's like for a TI. Just imagine just getting treated. Just imagine, for those of you who are not TIs in here, you faking. Just imagine what it's like your whole day for years on end, just getting treated fucked up. People, they're using everybody to just do horrible stuff to you. Make sure the things you need to live in society, money, you know what I mean? Housing, intimacy, family. They make sure you don't have none of that. There's this guy. There's so many things I've been wanting to tap on, but there's this guy out here in Florida, in this area that I'm in, and they said that he went on a 2-day crime spree. They showed it on the news. The police killed him yesterday, shot him dead, in this same county that I'm in right now, right? And the guy was running around robbing people, right? They were showing he ran into a convenience store, pulled out a firearm, and snatched all the money out the out the cash register. He chased, somebody into their business, robbed them. He was running around robbing people at gunpoint, shooting, robbing, getting it going. And it was like he was doing it in a way where he needed something real bad. Like he was probably being deprived and had bills and had things, a family and all of that. And they'll probably have him in a situation like this. And he just probably wasn't going for it. Similar to the way I was feeling earlier, where he's just gonna go all out and just go get it one way or another, or die trying, right? To get rich or die trying, or he just trying to get some couple of hours or die trying. Yeah. So anyway, the police finally cornered him, and then they shot and killed him. And they said that he had a firearm. Well, they said they found a gun by him on the ground. I don't know. So, and they showed him breaking into they showed all these videos, and they have videos of him running around doing all these crimes. Because all this surveillance out here, pretty much almost all the crimes, well, the ones we can see, I guess, they got it on video. Seen him doing all those crimes, and then eventually just shot him and murdered him because he was a hungry dog. I shouldn't even do this one. Matter of fact, I'll do it. It's so late at night, man. I don't know if I should do this. I've been canceling too many. I'm just going to do this one, guys. I'm tired. I'm going to do this one. I shouldn't. Because there's 2 of them. I'll do it. And one thing I will say about this target and stuff, because it's something I picked up on, is even when you're quiet as a targeted individual,
drive west, then turn left.
Doesn't for TIs like me, for some of you it might work, but for me it never worked that way. If I'm quiet and I'm not speaking, I'm not saying anything, and all of a sudden they just like stop targeting you or they leave you alone, that doesn't happen with me. They go harder. When I get quiet and I'm not talking, like they go even. It gets worse. It's like they take that as an opportunity to really target me more than ever, because I'm not speaking about it. And so one way that when I do speak, they kind of tame themselves a bit. But being quiet as a TI, I don't think is a good idea. This is something that needs to be loud. People who abuse you and want to harm you and do all that shit, they benefit and they thrive off of your silence. They want you to be silent and scared to speak about what's going on. Now, if you've experienced it in your targeting, where if you get quiet and they decide not to bother you because you're being quiet, you're being targeted differently. But some of us, they're scared of us for other reasons. Like with me, my thing is, I'm telling you right now, it's a lot of jealousy. It's jealousy and envy that's coming from so many different situations here with me. So me just being quiet is not enough. It's not like this, I'm a whistleblower and they want me to be quiet about something. Nah, it's not like that with me. With me, there's an extreme jealousy problem that's going on. Jealousy, envy, scornness, and revenge and all that. Penis control, penis policing. You get what I'm saying? So for me, it's not really about speaking and talk. For me, it's a little different. It's really about just trying to hurt me. It's about me being sad and hurt and demoralized, feeling less than, like I don't deserve to have something nice. I don't deserve to have love. I don't deserve to enjoy the finer aspects of life. Just happiness, love, friendship. I don't get to have that. And somebody's made that decision that that's just not the life that I get to live. So for me being quiet, it doesn't help me, because that just gives them an opportunity to abuse me and smash down on me more, and no one, and I'm not speaking, no one knows anything about it. You'll just see my life and see my life being degraded, see me going broke, see me not having any money, see me looking stressed out and disheveled, and it's just and then they can just say, oh, that motherfucker just crazy, right? It's just, he just went crazy. But if I go on my live and if I go on my platforms and I show what's going on and I show what these degenerates are doing to me, he pulled off because it's 11:34. They turn their lights on and speed off. Okay, 11:34. That represented 27. Okay, 11:34. That's a 2 and a 3/4. That's 27. Okay. All right. Now this is a rip off what I'm getting ready to do here, but I'll do it just so I don't have to be sitting, and maybe the algorithm may get going. But I gotta go do 2, and then this motherfucker got 3 items. This one got 2. So let's go. I'm gonna go in here and pick these up. Let's see what kind of gang stalking they got. You already saw the car pull off with the 37 on the clock in front of me. I mean the 27 on the clock. All right. I'll get to the comments when I get inside the store. They're probably gonna have me waiting because I gotta drive far for this little bit of money. So they like to usually rub it in a little bit, make me wait longer so it'll sting more. Because again, it's all about being demented and being nasty and just imagine being in jail and prison and shit. Wow, man. I said those likes have been sitting at 6 for so long. If it wasn't for some of you that I think are the real deal, man, I tell you what, man, I would dump this YouTube shit so quick. This shit just so phony. How do I have this many people in here and I keep saying hit the like button and it doesn't move? That means these are robots. You know? But I know it's somebody real. I'm real. So I know there's other real people out there. So that's why I'm gonna keep on going because I know it's some other real ones. Because there's no way I'm the only real person left. You know what I mean? Excuse me. You see the mobbing starting? Anywhere you go, all the mobbing starts. And all of a sudden, all the cars need to come this way. Look at it, all tinted out. Front tinted out, back tinted out. It's a piece of shit out here that's bothering people, harassing, riding around society. That's why America's falling down. That's why America's falling apart. You look at all these other countries like China, and they got all this high technology, all these great things going on. And we're over here with a crumbling infrastructure, a bunch of racism and gang stalking and fucking the bad girls club, the baddies fighting on the screen for fame and all. This is what we got going on. These other places out here building great things and high technology and evolving. And we're out here dealing with gang stalking. Idiots like him. His job was to come ride past me and look at me with his front windshield tinted out. I'm out here working, slaving for pennies, nothing. And this stupid son of a bitch out here riding around with tinted shit. And his job was just to ride past me. You know what I mean? That's what his job is. To ride past me. Bunch of fucking degenerates. And that's why all these other countries are banding together and trying to, stomp out us, the United States. Because it's abusive. It's abusive, it's abusive ass country, It's not you can't sustain like this. Okay, so of course, guys, I told you, no one's gonna be here. I'm gonna have to stand around a little bit and wait. Again, if it was a good order, it wouldn't be like this. But the fact that it's a bad order, it's a bad order. I'm not making any money on it. So just to make it worse. Think about like pouring salt in a wound, pouring alcohol in a wound, what it feels like, right? That's the idea. So I got to come in here, stand around and wait, because I got to be humble, right? Because down here, they try to, like in the South in general, but Florida and Georgia, I noticed they want to make sure you remember that you black and you got to be humbled down. You a nigga, you less than, you're second class, and you need to accept it. And if you don't accept that, then you gang stalk. I'm picking up. That's one of them. And the other one is this. Yeah, but that's the vibe they give me a lot here. They didn't do it as much in Atlanta because that's not really the vibe of the people. But here in Florida, that's one thing I always notice. That's the idea to make sure you always remember that you're second class. You're a second class citizen. And the reason why they get away with a lot of that, of course, she's gonna take her time and wait because they're wasting my time. So of course it's not ready. So I gotta stand around and wait. She gotta go figure it out. So I just get out here and stand. Then they're probably hoping that I cancel it and still fucking up my numbers. So anyway, what I noticed like down here though, they like to make sure they remind you of your place, right? You got to be in your place. You do this. She's delivering something on her little electrical moped. She's doing a delivery, right? All the black people always serving. They always like to do that with me when I come to Florida. And I do these deliveries, I like to make sure I go into places where I see all black people as servers and workers, and they're the ones that's doing the cleaning up or working these low-level service jobs. And then all the customers are always white. That's one thing they always do here in Florida is try to keep showing me shit like that all the time. You know what I mean?
Is it open?
Yeah.
That shit's open?
Yeah. I look like Google. So, what was I saying? Yeah. So that's a big thing they do here. It's really about like in here it's like you have it's like a classism. It's really big on the classism here, and kind of in Atlanta too, but even worse here because here they all about all these flashy cars, the big homes, the mansions, the yachts, and this, it's Florida, so it's all about showing that they got everything. They're big and bad and rich, and you're just a lowly slave. Especially if you're black, you're just lowly and just get on here and do your service job. Be happy about it. Don't do too much complaining. I bet you this order not ready yet still. Give me a second. Is it ready yet there? Okay. Give me a second, guys. I gotta tighten my pants up again. It's on my other phone. This is like a $7 order, baby. Can I just take this and go? If you don't want to give me the drink, just keep it. I'll confirm it when I get to the phone. I'm not doing all that for this little bit of money. You keep the drink. You said she gotta do all the extra shit. So that person just won't get a drink then. Tell me to conform like I'm gonna steal some fucking chicken. Keep it then. You're not gonna force me to do anything. I'm not being nice and doing fuck you. Keep the drink. I'll just take it and go. Tell me to confirm it. I confirm it when I'm ready to. You can try to hold the drink, but I got the food. Time to playing with these people, man. This is little shit like that where they just try to be irritating and agitating. Just give me the fucking drink. If I don't want to confirm it right now, I don't want to. I confirm when I get to the car. My hands are full. My damn pants are falling off. The phone is in my pocket. No, I'm not confirming it right now. I got to take a picture of it to confirm it anyway that I actually got the order before I could even, Nah, I'm not doing all that. Keep the drink. All right, guys, give me a second. Give me a second, guys. I'm trying to get this stuff together here. All right, this is for Didi.
Okay, given that,
Okay, I think this is it right here.
from state to state, even those in Texas, right? You can't just say hold up in hotels in Chicago and New York.
Give me a minute, guys. I'm trying to I'm confirming these orders. I gotta take a picture of it and confirm it. And she wanna waste my time having me doing all that bullshit. I ain't got time for that. Just give me the goddamn order.
Texas has a very early primary next year. They have a March primary. And so you have to start filing for those offices probably in December, as I recall. Now, are they going to hang around it?
Confirming my orders right now. Just give me a second, guys. All right. Now I got to do the other one. Then there's two of them. So it's a little bit of money. I got to drive mad far, and it's two orders, and you want to waste my time trying to bark orders to me with the dude. Get out of here. I don't have a boss. This is not a job with a boss. That's another thing. They want you to feel like you're bossed all the time. Like you got to be bossed around and corralled and controlled. They're showing me a lot of people on scooters. See how much time it's taking? I got to sit here and confirm this shit in the car already, and then she want to waste my time with all of that. I ain't got time for that. Keep the drink then, babe. All right, let's see. Where are we going? We got to drive. Okay, good. This is short, right? It's a 3-minute drive for the first one. And now look, right? Since I didn't want to play the game, and she got to make me put everything down, pull the phone out, confirm for her, and do all that. So now it's like, okay, T.I. got an attitude. Oh, the T.I. did something. He didn't just do what the fuck he was told. Again, excuse my language. Okay, now no more for the rest of the night, right? Okay, now we're gonna punish you because they're all about trying to set up a punishment and rewards with us, a punishment and rewards situation with us. They want to be able to punish us and reward us however they see fit. Okay, it's a big part of this. So if you do something that she wanted me to pull my phone out, go out of my way to confirm for her, and I decide not to do it. Okay, so now I'll be punished. So now they're gonna punish me and won't send me nothing else. Like I'm a bad boy now. Let me try to wipe my camera off a little bit. So now I'll be depicted as the bad guy, right? Because I don't got time to be playing games with you idiots, right? So now I'm the bad guy. I'm gonna get up on a recent comment. There's so many comments here that I haven't seen. All right, let's see. Let me see what you guys have been talking about down here. Okay, it says they've been trying to get me for years before I ever knew. I never been to jail, thank Jesus. Yeah, they were able to arrest me a couple times out here in Florida years ago. The last time was 2018. It was literally the day before. Matter of fact, I got out the same day, I believe it was. It was only for like some hours. It was over something silly that they had to throw out. Here's my 27 in front of me on my route, by the way. But the guy Nicholas Cruz shot up that school, Marjorie Stone Douglas or whatever. I drove past there yesterday. But anyway, he shot that school up, and right after that, right that same day, I was arrested around that same time. All those charges are all thrown out, but I wasn't aware of being gang stalked at that time. And it probably would have really sucked if I knew I was being gang stalked and I got arrested. See, knowing it and then walking into a jail situation really got to suck. So just be careful out there. You don't want to be getting arrested for no petty stuff out here, TIs, because there's a couple TIs out there right now that's in jail. They used to have some good channels. There's a guy named Deep Fake Rob. He is in prison right now, or at least jail. I don't know if he's had a trial. If anyone knows anything, what happened with him, I got to look it up. But a few years ago, he ended up shooting and killing his cousin. And I remember his channel, he was having problems with his firearm and transporting it from one place to the other. And it was having a problem transporting it from one place to the other. And something happened, but eventually he ended up getting arrested for shooting and killing his cousin who was gang stalking him. He spoke about his cousin who was a gang stalker. He was always speaking about his family in the household who was, participating in his targeting, which I can't understand why he would live there. But then I remember some people can't handle being out here like this, homeless, you know what I mean? Trying to grind from the bottom by yourself. Some people need to be laid up in the house comfortable. Especially if they got kids and stuff, they probably can't let their kids see them not having a place, even they got to live with mommy. But, some people just different. But he ended up having to do that. Now, another guy, you guys probably know, this is another one of the guys who inspired me early on, was his Nappy Roots. So Nappy Roots, I believe, is his Nappy Roots. He had 2 pages, too. He was in a van. He was out in San Diego, I think it was, or San Jose, one of those. Hell, shit, that's my turn right there. And he was out there. What the highway? Wow, this address is a bad address, of course. I think this is the building right here, though. So we're gonna try this parking entrance, okay? But this is just the parking entrance. I need to go to the lobby entrance. They like to do this sometimes too, guys. Just purposely have one that's kind of vague. Like the GPS was vague. It just stopped me in the street. So then I gotta spend a little extra time riding around, looking to see exactly where I need to drop off at, and all that. It's petty, it's little shit, but it is something that they do. It's 100% something that they do. I don't see no numbers, no address numbers, and the GPS is just in the street somewhere. So now I got to spend extra time trying to figure it out, trying to see where they are. I did a video the other day about this also, how they like to, I don't know if I should even speak on this, the phallic symbols right here, how they do a lot of these phallic symbols. They're real big with this down here in Florida as far as white supremacy and racism. I could speak to you guys about why they do this with these white phallic symbols, if you know what a phallic symbol is and how they use stuff like this to represent white supremacy. But I don't want to go too deep into the woods with that right now. Maybe in a private video we could talk about that aspect of this. But there's there's some racism stuff that's going on with what you're seeing right here. But you know, I'm not even gonna delve into that right now because I got to try to figure out where the hell this person is to get this dropped off. Okay, it says code number. Oh, look at this. I got to go through all this, right? So look, I got to go for this little bit of money, right? They do this on purpose all the time. So now code number, blah, 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 long ass code number. And guess what the door is? Door number 327. If you don't believe it, let me show you. Yeah. Drive towards the railroad track. Okay. So at least the idiot, degenerate gang stalker gave some direction instead of just sitting up there giggling and laughing while I'm wasting my time for these pennies to try to find this address. All right, I don't see no train tracks. Let's see. What the degenerate said, drive towards the train tracks. So I'm gonna drive towards some train tracks. I don't see any though. The degenerate should come outside and get his food, but they don't want to do that because they got to make you go through hoops and shit like that to you know, it has to be here's another couple, right? They keep showing the couples. All right, guys, I might have to call this degenerate. Let me see. He says the lobby is by the, okay, cool. So okay, look, here's where I got to get ready to go in, and they always got a couple. Have you guys noticed I keep showing you, they keep just showing couples over and over again. Couples, right? All that's supposed to be making you feel a certain way. You out here being harassed and sabotaged. What time was on the clock? Okay, of course, we got 27 on the clock. You see how the punk ass degenerate with his girlfriend came over here and walked in front of me with 27 on the clock? 11:52 Eastern time. The 1 is a 2, and the 5-2. Here's my synchronization as I finally come in. He sat there waiting for me to drive in the whole time, I'm sure. All right, see all this I had to go through for this little bit of money. All this is on purpose, guys. All this is on purpose for this little bit of money right here, okay? I got to go through all this. Here's all the phallic symbols. All these are phallic symbols. That's a representation of racism and racial domination. All right. Look at this. Now I'm locked in a cage. You see that? I'm in a cage now. All this, if you guys really understood, I'm not gonna waste my time and even break this down. Look at all this. Like, look at all this shit they got me doing for this little bit of money. I'm gonna have to just get right at to say screw it and do something different. Now I gotta figure. Look. So now I gotta figure out how to get out of here. See all this shit? I'm stuck. I'm on the cage. You know. Look, all this is to make it hard. And I showed you earlier when I did the other delivery, I went into, they had to, I'm gonna tell this asshole, just come outside the lobby. Can you just make it easy on me and come outside? This is a little too much. Yeah, I'm not doing all this shit for this little bit of money. If you don't want to do that, I throw this shit on the sidewalk and keep on going. All this is on purpose, guys. You guys think AI does this? No, this is personal. This is a personal touch. AI doesn't do it. Look, here's a car coming out, make it more difficult. Got to be in the way while I'm backing out. All right, maybe I run into one of these one of these phallic symbols all around. See, I got to back out. I think this is probably him right here. DoorDash, right? Are you picking up a delivery?
No. I'm the concierge.
Where is the lobby, man?
Lobby. If you.
I'm just dropping it off. So I'm trying to drop something off.
If you want, put your emergencies on. Park right here.
Oh hell no! He'll just.
No. I got you. I'm telling you to park right here.
I'm not parking nowhere. He got to come out and get this. It's too much. It's not enough money for me to be parking nowhere. So I'll meet him. If he don't come get it, I'll eat it myself. All right, man. Thanks. Yeah, I'm not a do boy. I do the job, but I'm not gonna go out of my way to be playing with me like a, you know. Matter of fact, I know what to do. I know exactly what to do. All right, guys, hold on. I gotta straighten some shit out because they like playing with you like this. All this extra shit. They love fucking with somebody who they feel is better than them. That's the thing. If they don't feel like you're better than them, they don't do all of this to you. They got to be jealous of you. They got to want to see you like lowered and down to them, jumping around hoops and shit to get them a delivery off. All right, so then there's a little bit of money too. There's no money in this. Like I told you guys, it's wasting all this time. They just sent me another one. They added on $5. I ain't fucking doing that. Kiss my ass. You got to come outside, my man. Sorry, guys. Give me a minute. I got to do this. If you can't meet me outside, I'm going to have to cancel this. It's not simple. I can't find it. I'm losing too much time for this little order. All right, guys. You guys are probably gone. All right, guys, I'm back in action. If you guys are still here, I'm here. I'm just trying to finalize this order. That was a disaster. That order was a disaster. Yeah, I delivered it. Now I'm off to the next one. That was a disaster. I'm not making no money off this. It's taking way too much time. He didn't get his drink because she wanted to be stupid. Like she's like a fucking dictator. So I had to go. Sorry about my language. Again, I know some Christians and stuff in here that might have sensitive ears, but you got to understand what I'm going through. You know what I mean? Matter of fact, let me see if anybody has blessed my Cash App as long as I've been on here. Give me 1 second, guys. Let me take a look at something real quick. Listen, I just checked my Cash App, man. I've been on here talking to you guys for a few hours, and nobody could muster to even drop me off a little something for my struggles, my trouble, all of this, entertaining you. And nobody seemed to be able to show me a little support. So at this point, all you guys are doing is just watching my struggle, watching me suffer, watching me complain, and watching me go through a hard time, and nobody's contributing nothing to my basket. I mean, I see people go through all kinds of shit, all kinds of channels, then people getting supports, get them all kinds of money, and I'm sitting here going through shit like this, and I can't even get a $5 Cash App out of my people. So obviously, maybe y'all need to be somewhere focusing on getting y'all money together, and I need to be doing the same thing, because we're just a bunch of broke-ass people on a live complaining, and this is not getting anybody nowhere. All I'm doing is entertaining you while you sit back in comfort and watch me struggle and suffer, and nobody got shit for me. It can't work, and you see what I'm going through on the app. So I'm gonna go ahead and end this one. It was cool talking to some of you guys who are my regulars, who've donated before. I appreciate you, but I'm not gonna. I can't continue to be out here riding around with the phone, streaming, trying to work, being tortured, being played around with, and humiliated, and then I'm just showing it to you guys in real time for your entertainment. And half of you are not even real TIs. Anyway, half of you are perping, and you're just here to see the shit show. So I'm gonna probably go ahead. I'm at to go ahead and end this one, guys. And I just probably gotta just go focus on me, man, because this ain't getting me nowhere. My channel is not monetized. And again, all I'm doing is just spreading my pain and my struggle around, and nothing's happening. I gotta go drive 10 minutes for this goddamn delivery too, for this little bit of money. So hey, the Cash App is posted right there. It's pinned right there. It says Cash is King. Neek. But like I said, if y'all can't, you know what I'm saying, if you can't do it, I'm not trying to shame nobody or nothing like that. I know a lot of y'all are TIs and you probably going through struggles as well. But you're not on live streaming, showing your world all your hard times and your struggles and your humiliation. You know, I got here and made $3 on DoorDash. This is shit crazy. I can't be doing it for nothing. You get what I'm saying? Like I say, I don't mind sharing my story. I don't mind kicking it with y'all. But I'm driving. I got 2 phones in my hand. You know what I'm saying? Trying to go live, streaming, doing this. And I get nothing. And I'm going to get nothing from these apps that I'm trying to work. And my people can't donate. So that's what I was saying. I just probably got to put it down and just focus on myself right now. And not really share my story. Like right now, I got to get ready to drive 10 minutes. After wasting like 10 minutes over there. Not making no money. Had to wait at the place. So, yeah, I gotta make it do what it do right now, peoples. So let me see what y'all saying here. If y'all ain't saying y'all can do something, guys, you just gotta understand. I gotta go work. And then it's already 12 o'clock. I gotta go all night. All right, guys, I'll holler at y'all. Like I say, day in the life, trust me, I'm not talking about you. I appreciate you. Anybody who's donated, thank you. I'm not saying I expect you to keep donating, but like I said, if you look at my channel, if you look at my lives, I mean, it's thousands and thousands of views, and that's all stuff that's all views that YouTube is getting. They're getting the revenue. They're getting the people, the eyes on their platform because of my story, which is a real story. And then I see fake TIs monetized, making money, getting donations and shit. And I'm really the real one that's out here struggling. And I'm really showing you a story. I'm not putting up videos and talking about stupid shit all day just to get commercials, just to get ad revenue on my videos. And I'm not sitting in a dark room talking to you about whatever the fuck. I'm out here showing you real life gang talking, real targeting, how my struggle, my hardships, my pain, and I'm just entertaining people with this shit. This is very sick. And again, I know how many perps are in here. I know who's perps, who's not, and I'm not with all this. So maybe some other time it'll be a better day, but I can't afford to continue. This car going 100 miles an hour. 100 miles an hour past me right there. All right, well, I'll holler at you guys, man. I can't even end my damn life. Okay.